we're pregnant, and she has this big smile. My heart just went in my. Hello, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. If it's the first time, welcome. This is the Jay
and the Joe Show,
and we are so excited to have you with us today. Today is exciting because we're going to be sharing a story about me and Joanne when we found out that we were
pregnant.
We're getting bigger.
Shut up.
Because when she gets bigger, I get bigger.
Josh, you're so mean.
Yeah, it's just the truth. We're getting bigger as a family, not just physically.
Okay. A few announcements. People have been very impatient with these videos, and they want us to release videos every day.
Every day, like we don't have other things.
But
like
hey,
you're not working
exactly.
at school.
We're just not working. We're just out here, living the best life. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're inviting you to join the premiering and watch party, which is gonna be every Friday at 12 p.m.
Yes.
And we're going to be there live with you. And so tell a friend, grab your popcorn, grab whatever you have, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, so every Friday, 12 p.m., we have one episode. So it's going to be one episode per week. Maybe there'll be some bonuses out there,
exactly.
like some bloopers.
But we're so busy.
Yeah.
We're so busy.
You got a whole kid to take care of.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's get into that.
Someone asked us, where do you work?
We work many places. We are everywhere.
Full-time parents,
full-time ministers, getting into business.
Yeah.
God has been good. God has been good. And we work the land.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about work later. But today, come on, somebody. How did Joanne tell me?
How did we expand the family?
We expanded the family. Okay, let's get into that.
Let me say this. There's a way our parents were sugarcoating this whole. I mean, starting with the wedding, you could see how Josh's dad was very pro grandchildren, and he was so excited, and he put it out there.
He gave us 11 months.
Yeah, exactly.
On that wedding, he said 11 months.
And then our moms were. My mom was not very direct. She kept saying, the Lord did our family planning. I was like, the Lord did your family planning. So we're going to just let the Lord do his work.
Come on.
Like, he knows how to space kids out. He gives them, so he definitely knows how to put gaps between their ages. And we left it up to him. Little did we know the Lord was not on our side.
He was.
No, he was on the parents' side.
He was on the parents. Okay, disclosure. I wanted a kid. Yeah, I wanted.
Disclosure.
Disclosure.
Disclaimer.
Disclosure. Whatever. It's disclosure can work too. I'm gonna give you a disclosure. Yes. Actually, I want you to comment. Who's right here? I say I'm gonna give a background information. I'm gonna give you disclosure. Of course I'm right, sweetheart.
Disclosure, okay.
Anyways, let me tell you something, all right? The plan when I got married to Joanne was 2 years, right? Got to build ourselves up.
Right.
Get more financially stronger, stabler, maturer. And then like at the age of 28, we get our first kid. That was the official plan written down on paper.
But we didn't even talk about this much.
We didn't talk about it much, but we understood. There was an understanding,
a mutual agreement.
I feel like when you're married or when you're almost getting married, there's an understanding level that you can get into where you don't have to touch everything. I hear you. So when my dad said, I give you 11 months because by next year, ngenda kufuna muzikalu. When he said that,
I said, not me, Lord.
Come on, please, not me. I really did not expect or want. But I also said I don't want to do family planning.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Josh is very against the whole contraceptive part. And I see you really are.
I like the way the Lord does his thing.
Exactly, and the Lord did his thing anyway. So we just leave it to the Lord. We go to the honeymoon,
Honeymoon.
It was great, amazing.
Honeymoon was fun. Tell us about honeymoon.
No, not today.
Tell us about honeymoon.
Not today.
They want to know.
Today.
Let's share a little bit about honeymoon. Not today?
Not today.
Where did we go?
Huh? We went to the Maldives.
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 Oh, man.
Josh, okay, we went to the Maldives, you know. First of all, it was so bright and nice outside by the beach. But your people, we stayed indoors.
So we're on our honeymoon. We're enjoying each other, enjoying the fruits of marriage. And we come back to Uganda, and yeah, we start living our life after honeymoon. We get down into the business. We say, hey, all the things we prayed about, we are starting a family now, me and you, let's build.
We were moving like crazy.
Speed.
We were working, we forgot to eat, we were grinding.
There were times we didn't eat all day because we were working, trying to make moves, trying to build what God has given us. You know, it's something to have been given something, but the question is, what do you do when you've been given it, you know? And so many people have been given grace, been given favor, been given opportunity, and they waste it. But something that we decided we wanted to do, is we're not gonna waste. And kind of like the people with the 5 talents, to whom much was given, much was expected. And when Jesus came back and said, what have you done with what I gave you? He said, boom, I've given you this much more, right? Yeah. And so that's the kind of mentality we had. We're like, we are not gonna waste anything. Let's move, let's push.
We pushed.
9 months later.
We pushed.
We pushed. We.
Oh, so.
We. Anyways. So we pushed, work. And then one day Joanne says,
no, I really started having,
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm really tired. And so, I really struggled to get up. Like, I really felt like it was from all the fatigue from work. And I'm like, this is extra fatigue, you know? Like, I'm really struggling to get up out of bed.
Babe, time to go. Time to work.
And I was really dragging him down because, you know, it was really hard to wake up. And we went late to work. And I was really slowing the team down. And then I was extremely hungry. Your girl was hungry. Like, I have breakfast in the morning around 8, and then at 11 I feel like I haven't had food in days.
In years. The way she was asking for food.
Like, I need to eat right now. And it didn't occur to me at all.
For me, I said, come on. These signs, I've read about them. So you knew? I had feelings.
You had a
feeling.
And
then she said, I feel nauseated. I feel
No, nausea came later. After the hunger part.
After
the hunger was just, I go to office, I'm hungry.
Hunger and tired.
Hunger and tired.
So that was new. But then when she started, like, my head hurts, and then
sick.
I feel like I can't stand up.
I didn't throw up or anything, and then.
But like the nausea, when that nausea started.
No, the nausea came after.
No, we didn't.
No. Yes, it did. Josh, the nausea came after.
Hold up, let me
recalibrate. Please.
Okay, yeah, she's right. The nausea came after, but the way there was something about the way she was feeling that gave me like a papa. Huh? You know, when your heart, you know, that deep feeling, you even feel it out of your chest.
And then you called Mama Eve.
Before I called Mama Eve, I called on God. I said, Mukamba, you're seeing the way things are right now. You see where we are?
You, Lord, please. I know you wouldn't want this.
I know the plans you have for me. I know them. And this is not inside. Do you want prosperity in my life? Do you want, because come on, I am not ready. I am not ready. Me, I just wanted a wife and a good friend and a partner. I am not ready for the other thing, Mukama. I said, God. Remember, this is in September. We got married in?
No, this is in October.
No, actually. Baby, this is in September.
It's in October.
Baby, this is in
October.
It was like late September.
Yeah.
It was late September or early October. But this
I started feeling the hunger, yeah, and then I went to check.
This, like, because by the time we found out, you were like a month already, like a full
5
month.
months.
Yeah, like a full month.
5 months, 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Yeah.
So me, I'm like, God, this isn't happening. And then she said, I missed my. She's like, oh, I haven't got my cycle.
And
yet.
I still, it still didn't occur to me. Like I was still. I'm not worried. Whatever.
Life is good going on.
I'm probably just sick.
She's like, I'm not feeling good. So me, I'm like, I didn't study biology, but I know some symptoms on what I read about it. So I said, God, please, 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 please. Mama Jo, I talked to Mama Jo.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I talked to Mama Jo. And Mama Jo was like, don't worry.
Mama Jo was first of all praying and fasting that Joanne, this is the reality.
Mama Jo, Pastor Jackson, Pastor Eve, all of them were saying, come on. Maybe the thing is, Joanne, we weren't praying enough. And they've gone
because my mom was on her knees. Yeah.
She told me it's okay. And then the headaches were getting worse and worse. And I was like, okay, let's go check this out. But I was so busy, I couldn't go to the doctor with Joanne.
You called Mama Eve?
And I called my mom. I said, Mom, I'm praying. I feel funny that there might be a little situation. But I'm confident it's not. But there might be something wrong with Joanne. Can you please go and go to the hospital with her since I can't go because I'm at work and I was so busy. And so she goes. It was a Wednesday, I remember.
Wow.
No, it was a Tuesday.
Wow.
And I remember preaching a lunch hour and I said, God, it's about faith. Faith can move mountains.
Hello.
And I was like, in my heart, I was saying, God, I have faith.
That it's not happening.
That it's not now. Faith that you have a future son for me or a daughter for me in the future.
Not now.
So that whole day goes by. And in my, when you get like, not anxiety, but that rushing, the adrenaline, I had adrenaline, like the news, because I really didn't want it to happen.
So while you were at lunch hour, Mama Eve and I go to the hospital, and thank God that was the situation. I thank God that was the situation. Like that's how it played out. Because if I was by myself getting a pregnancy test or doing it any other way, I think I would have found some kind of heart attack, dead body in the bathroom or something, some kind of thing. Not dead body, but I would have collapsed.
It's heavy.
It would have hit me,
guys. It's heavy
in a different way.
It's
heavy. We went to the hospital. Mama Eve was so excited. She literally carried my emotion for me because your girl was blank. I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to expect. We go into the hospital. They did the, test. And before they even did the test, they're like, let us go to the ultrasound. I was like,
Before they did the test?
They did the test, but before I got the result, because they already knew the result.
And how?
Josh, how? It's a hospital.
No, you said that before you got the result, they already knew the result.
Yeah, so they don't give it to you. So they just kept it to themselves and said, just go to the ultrasound. Right. And so in the ultrasound is when I find out, and then the doctor's like, oh my God. No, she's not saying anything. She's not saying anything. The lady in the ultrasound is not saying anything. I think because I think this is how it works out. So normally people go with their parents to the hospital, but their parents are kind of not
strict,
supporting this whole birth thing because maybe it's out of I don't know the situation. So that's what she thought was happening.
She didn't see the ring on your finger?
No, she thought my mom dragged me to the hospital to see people. Exactly. So she was not saying anything. And so she just kept doing her thing, silence. And Mama Evie's like, what's happening? And that even made her like not say anything. And she's like, am I allowed to say or no? Like, how do you want, because you're the patient. Am I allowed to disclose whatever? I was like, yeah, go ahead. And then she's like, yeah, you have a baby. Like, life became
understanding.
Still. Literally.
Time stopped.
Time stopped. I had no feeling.
Exactly.
I was blank. And I don't know about you ladies, how you found out, but I was blank. This is not like, oh, we've been trying for a long time, like the joy that comes with it. This was different. It was, what am I gonna do? Before those questions, I was just blank. And Mama Eve, she carried the emotion. She almost did the in the hospital. She was so happy. She just grabbed everything. She's like, really? And she was, trying to see everything. And I'm like, yeah, you go ahead. Like, if this is, you really came here to enjoy while I'm here trying to figure things out. But I'm really glad that she went in the hospital with me. Shout out Mama Eve, I love you. Because she helped me calm and make it look
realize like wow, it's a beautiful thing.
Because I grew up in a society where I saw pregnancy as not so good thing, especially out of, like you've been growing up, be like, oh my goodness, if you get pregnant. Whoa. Exactly.
So-and-so is pregnant. What? So-and-so. And then the order comes along.
So the switch up is really like that. Because you're not married yesterday and then you're married today and then you're having a baby. But like that doesn't register of you doing it the right way. At the end of the day, you're still registering it as pregnant. And the whole notion of it, you had pregnancy as a negative thing. And so to change it into becoming a positive thing takes time. And so I was still in the mindset of, oh my goodness, how are people gonna see me? Like it took time for me to realize like it's a beautiful thing. And that's why I'm saying Mama Eve helped me
understand the joy,
understand that and process that and know that it is a beautiful thing that's happening. So I came with an envelope.
She came, but before she came, remember my prayer. Faith. God, we're not ready. I know your plans for
Someone wasn't praying hard enough.
I guess we weren't praying hard enough. And by this time it's like evening time, about 6. And
yeah, it's a long day.
I'm in my office. It's been a long day.
Long day?
It's been a long day. I remember this exactly. I knew kind of Joanne's mentality about it. So I knew like, okay, I have to stay strong, even if whatever. So I know there's a possibility that she's pregnant. She comes back, doesn't call me, she just knocks on my door. And I tell everyone, get out the office. In a nice way, get out the office. They get out. So I'm like, yeah, so what's going on, Joanne? Remember, we're thinking she's sick, we're thinking whatever. And I'm like, please don't be pregnant. Please don't be pregnant. Please don't be. In my head, I'm like, yeah, what's going on?
Well, you did a good job hiding that because he was really having
you don't gotta show that you're scared, man. You don't gotta show that you're scared, or you not scared, but that you're unprepared. You gotta, act.
Yeah, so I did that.
So tell me, how did the doctor's visit go? And Joanne, in her immaturity, which she's immature a little bit sometimes.
Immature?
Yeah, she said, yeah, we're not pregnant. Because she was trying to do a prank on me. And I was like, where are the cameras? But she was trying to do a prank on me. She's like, we're not pregnant. And something told me, do not clap your hands. Do not do anything. Do not show that you're excited for that.
Still.
So I was like, really?
Like,
then she's like, no, we're pregnant. And she has this big smile. My heart just went in my... But outside I was like, what? Wow! And I gave her a big hug.
You were screaming. I think that scream embodied both.
I was in shock. Yeah, the scream was shock.
I was like, what?
Right?
Yeah.
I remember now. She has my best memories. She saves them for me and tells me about it. But I remember I was, but
Are you serious?
I was smiling, but inside. Are you serious? Are you serious?
The "are you serious" was not like, is this? It was more of, you're kidding, right? You're kidding.
Boom. The rest of that day, we were like, shh. So after that, she's like, all right, let's go home. Mom and dad want to speak to you. By this time, mom had already gone to pastor's office, had already told her. So we're going down, and pastor's like, come follow us. Then he sees me. He doesn't want to tell anyone.
He's
and
so
you know,
happy.
if you know my dad, he loves to share. He loves to share everything about his good moments, and that's just how he shows love. He shares information about himself. So he's like, come before I tell everyone here. So he's walking with me, and he goes, yeah, because he's so happy. Mom is so happy, and me, I'm just,
yeah.
My heart is right here.
Yeah.
Joanne, I think, was in shock. I don't know what you were feeling. You're just not feeling anything.
No, not feeling anything. Even when I came to you and I was
I could
that
tell.
was just like me relaying information. Because how else am I supposed to relay such information?
Yeah.
You know?
So, oh my goodness. That whole day, I was not even here anymore. It was down here. You never been on a roller coaster? Right? On a roller coaster going down and that, but you gotta act cool, gotta act confident, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man, God, I thank you, Lord. My God.
Lord, will you answer my prayer? I see where your priorities are, Lord. That's really how it is.
Oh my goodness, that day. And you know what, that day we made a video.
Oh yeah, we did.
And we made a video. The fact that a human being, an actual human being, was gonna be created, and I was gonna be responsible for that person. And it didn't even enter my mind. I just saw it as like cells and organisms joining and becoming into like something. Because she came with the pictures, the sonogram pictures, and you could see like a little
Little things, literally. A spoon is big.
No, a spoon is big. Like a little
peanut,
a little bean. Yeah, that's the one. Little bean. So I didn't understand. But like that night I started thinking, I was like, wow, God, you really have blessed us. Like people try for this and we didn't even try. It wasn't even part of the plan. Actually, we were praying against it.
Yeah.
But like, wow. So that first night we made a video and just welcome Judah into the world. And when he's 18, he's gonna see that video the day we found out he exists. And yeah, that's how we found out we were pregnant. And the story just gets started from there.
Yeah.
But before we do any of that, I want to take about 5 seconds to ask you to subscribe to our channel. Tell them. Subscribe to our channel because that helps us reach more people, and that's what we want to do, and it helps you because this content is something that I believe is uplifting and can change your life. Can life change your life? So subscribe right here down below. We love you. Now, I think we should tell them about a little bit, just like a little bit, about post-realization that we're pregnant.
Here's the thing. Sometimes we want to focus on what the world views or how the world's going to see us, or the beliefs that we've carried for such a long time, and we forget to live in the moment and realize what God's doing and the blessings that are right in front of us. Just because it was bad in the other season doesn't mean it's bad still now. Yeah, it's bad now. And so sometimes we really have to realize the season that we're in and live in that positive mindset and know that we are really fulfilling something in this season and that we're growing. And yeah,
I agree. And just like what you said, that the reason why we were shocked is like, I feel like we still had a mentality of post-marriage. Yeah. Like we were married and we knew what we wanted to do in the future. And like a lot of people are like that, but like one of the main reasons marriage is there is for God to bring new people into the world. And so we had stepped into that, and we still carried our post-married minds. Like pregnancy is a no, like sex is a no, and like all these things that we're trying to avoid because that's what we were in. But like understanding the transition of life
seasons,
and the seasons that God puts you in, like what is not good in one season is a powerful blessing in another. Man, Judah has been such a blessing to my life. Actually, since he's been born, he's the number one. I'll give him most of the reasons why I laugh and smile is because of Judah. And I love also a lot of the time, I give him points for the reason I don't sleep. But, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.